We are maybe half mile, 3/4 of a mile in on the Pole Creek Trail in the Wind River Range in Wyoming. First time I was here almost exactly 30 years ago in '95. So went with some friends from high school on sort of a school trip, and doing it again with my sons. Headed downhill from Photographer's Point. We stopped and got a little snack. Checked out the views. A lot of people on this trail. Pretty popular trail. So we're probably halfway, maybe even a little bit more than halfway done with our miles for today. We're maybe 5 or 6, well no, more than 6 miles in. We're maybe 8 miles in. Just stopped for lunch. We got a fairly early start, so just after noon. And gonna pump some water, filter some water, I guess. And then maybe just a couple more miles. Today, we find a nice spot up near Seneca Lake, or maybe just past Seneca Lake, so we'll see. So we ended up finding a pretty good spot up here. It's fairly early still. I think it's maybe around 5 o'clock, so we probably have about 3 hours.
5:37.
5:37. So a couple hours, 2.5 hours or more of daylight. So we'll go down and get some water and make some dinner and relax and hopefully be ready for big day tomorrow. We just got up. It's our second day here out on the trail. It was a really clear night. Very little wind. A little extra wind would have maybe helped keep the condensation down in the tent, but overall it was pretty good. Temperature's not bad. I'm wearing this puffy jacket and I probably don't even really need it. Taylor's getting some water boiled for breakfast, so we're gonna get some breakfast. Today we're headed back towards Island Lake, and we're gonna camp up at the upper end of Titcomb Basin. So tomorrow will be a big day, heading up through Knapsack Col. So we'll see how it goes. So definitely huffing and puffing on some of these climbs. Last time I was here, I was probably 17. Yeah, I guess 17. I'm 47 now, so definitely a little bit tougher than it used to be. When I came out here, I think in '95 for the first time, it was the first time I'd ever been backpacking. But it ended up being something that I've kind of continued to do my whole life. Both of my kids, when they were pretty young, we took them backpacking. And, you know, we take at least one big trip a year, so it's sort of a tradition for us now, which is kind of cool. And hopefully we'll be able to continue to do it. They're both grown now, but it's still pretty cool to get out here and see these pretty amazing places. So I think we just did kind of our last climb up into Titcomb Basin. There's actually a bunch of people camped around here, but we're gonna head north probably as far as we feel like going in Titcomb Basin and then set up camp. Kind of approaching the top of the lower Titcomb Lake. So there's one more lake. We're planning on camping at the top of the basin. But man, these lakes go on forever. And then once we get up there, we can see the pass that we'll be headed over from the east called Knapsack Col. A huge saddle. So it's been pretty rough, a couple of days, but we're getting pretty close to the end of our time on foot here on day 2. Believe it. Man, my feet look disgusting.
They don't just look disgusting.
Yeah.
Mine is in there, but it's not inflated. I don't think it's inflated.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if the Yosemite Valley is like sort of off.
All right, we're packed up and ready to head out on day 3. This is.
You want 2 Nalgene's or just 1?
I think 1 is probably fine.
What do you want with this?
We're getting ready to head out day 3, heading up towards Knapsack Col, which should be our toughest day, although the last couple of days both were fairly tough. So got a big climb, I think maybe, what is it, Taylor, about 1,400 feet in elevation over the course of a mile. So it's, I guess, I can't tell what I'm pointing at, but I think we're going right back here behind this pass. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think we're about halfway, well, maybe a third of the way up towards Knapsack Col. And it's kind of a scramble, big boulders, but it's not the worst. Physically, it's not that hard. It's pretty beautiful up here, though. Pretty crazy picking your way up through these boulder fields. I think we have a decent view of the route we'll take up here. We'll sort of zigzag around over the large boulders to the right here, and then kind of over to the right, and then zigzag back up towards the col right at the edge of the snow there. So it looks steep, but we did see somebody make the pass earlier. We saw him up on the top. Made it to the top of Knapsack Col. It's an incredible view around here. Way sketchier than I expected it to be. Very cool, worth doing. I'm assuming down there, what I can see down there is Peak Lake, which we may be camping at. It's only a couple miles from here. So we made it down the other side of Knapsack Col, and we're sort of in the where it levels out, maybe halfway to Peak Lake. Peak Lake's maybe another mile away, but pretty rough day. The coming up over Knapsack Col was pretty cool. Views were amazing. Windy up there, really windy. And then honestly, coming down the other side was pretty rough as well. Just not so much rough physically, but rough on your feet. We did stop and get our rain gear on for a little while. Starting to hear some storms in the background as well, so I don't know how bad it'll get, but we're gonna try to pack back up and keep moving. Hopefully the storms will miss us. Well, we made it to Peak Lake, and we were going to actually go a little bit further, but it was a pretty rough day today. But cool campsites here at Peak Lake, and quite a view sort of all around us. Really, the peaks are pretty incredible.
Well, he's current, right?
A little bit over this ridge, and I don't know if you could see that slide yet. But that's what I was really looking at, and I was like, I don't see the trail yet.
Whew. Making our way up what might be the last climb of the trip, or the last serious climb. Heading up out from Peak Lake and through a little pass up here. And hopefully after this mile-long climb or so, we'll get some downtime, or downhill for a little while. But I guess we'll see. Cold. So we decided to take an alternate route today, so we could kind of recreate a picture that I had taken back in '95. And the only picture I had really of any sort of distinct peaks. So we tried on our first night to find those peaks, and I think that we may have just found them here. So not the same angle as the photo that I took, but we're on the Highline Trail headed south. And I suspect that we're going to find that exact same area. We are back below the tree line now, and down past Lower Jean Lake.
Pretty far.
We just came down from Peak Lake. Pretty long day. I mean, every day's been pretty long, but like this was pretty long. I'm definitely cooked.
Yeah, the uphills are hard for me, but I feel like they don't slow me down a ton.
They really did not. You were cruising through them.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's kind of easier for me to go fast up the uphills.
Interesting.
Good talk. I'm gonna fall asleep. Got that.
You got what?
Great. Can you reach that?
Reach what?
We're on the Pole Creek Trail, and we probably have, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles left to go. We spent the night at Hobbs Lake. Long day yesterday, but wanted to get a couple extra miles in so that today would be a little bit shorter. So we're heading out, and you know, hopefully we keep telling ourselves it's all downhill from here. It's been a good trip, been challenging. Maybe the most challenging backpacking trip I've been on. And we did stuff with going up through Knapsack Col, probably with heavier packs than would have made sense. But overall, it's been pretty good.
Oh, it feels like nice and cool.